There are many sorts of different walking aids: walking sticks, walking poles, crutches, and 3- and 4-wheel rollators. All of them will give you support and help you with your balance when you're walking both inside and outside. There's a basic rule when you're measuring for a walking aid that when the person is stood in their normal outdoor shoes with their arms loosely by their sides, the height of the handle of the walking stick, of the rollator, should be level with the wrist crease. That's really important. If the walking aid is too low, the person will obviously stoop as they're walking. If the walking aid is too high, then what's going to happen is their shoulders are going to elevate, they're going to be walking like this, and it can cause neck and shoulder pain. I'm going to just talk briefly about things to consider when you're looking at 3- and 4-wheeled walkers. Now, first thing to say is that 4 wheels will always be more stable than 3 wheels. I understand why people like the 3-wheelers. They are more compact and not so noticeable, and I fully appreciate that. However, research has shown that they are not as stable as a 4-wheeled walker. Interestingly, although they look smaller, when you actually put them back to back like this, the width of the 3-wheeler at the back of the product is actually the same, if not slightly wider, than the width of the 4. The 3-wheeler has height adjustable handles, as do all the products. They have brakes which you squeeze to slow yourself down if you're going down a hill, and you've got parking brakes so that when you do stop on a hill, the product won't run away with you. It comes with a little bag, and importantly, it has good size wheels. So if you're going over drop curbs, thresholds, rough ground, the bigger wheels are going to cope with that better. It can be folded by pulling up on this handle here and then using your hands to squeeze it shut. When opening it, it is really important that you check this bit is braced so that the aid doesn't fold up as you're going along. I know it's very tempting to fold it to make it smaller to go through doorways, but please try to avoid that because the product is not as stable once this is not braced. I have 2 4-wheelers here because they fold in different ways. Same features as before. We've got lovely big wheels for going over bumps and thresholds. We've got the same height adjustable handles. We've got brakes in the same way. But what we've now got in addition is the opportunity to have a seat. So what can happen? You can put the brakes on and then you can have a seat. So if you meet someone and you want to sit and have a chat, you're waiting in the queue at the supermarket, waiting for the bus, it just gives you that place to rest. I do find that by having a seat, it gives people confidence to walk further because they know they will never ever be caught short of needing a seat and one not being present. To fold this product up, you simply lift the seat, and then there's a little strap here which we pull on, and that enables the walking aid to be folded up. Now there are all sorts of walking aids available and they all have different weights. This is quite a standard one and is a little bit heavier. By comparison, the one here folds slightly differently. It has a strap here, you pull it up like that and it folds side to side. So it's quite compact, and this one only weighs 5.5 kilograms. So it is a very lightweight product. As with many other products, if you can loan or borrow a walking aid prior to purchase, just to check that it works for you in your location and where you want it to go, that is ideal. Here at Greenwood, we can actually help you with that in that we can loan equipment for you to try for up to 7 days. Another point to consider and would be helped if you do loan one prior to buying is the amount of strength that you have in your hands. Can you actually put the brakes on by pushing down? Can you release the brakes? Different products have different strengths of brakes, and you may find that it's important to look at that when you're making your selection. Another thing that people sometimes find is when they're moving away from a Zimmer frame, which perhaps they've been issued when they were in hospital, which only has 2 wheels at the front, is that the 4-wheelers can seem very fast, as can the 3-wheelers. And it is also possible to get slowing brakes fitted to the bottom of 4-wheeled walkers to actually slow the product down slightly without the person actually having to use the brakes and their hands. You might see when you look at the handles, they have slightly raised parts. And again, these are ergonomically designed handles, which are very good if people have got painful grip in their hands.